get a little high from the fentanyl, bite down. Pray to the east, don't pray where you eat. Gon' be what it be when it's lights out. Flag on the plate, no time outs. Niggas tryna catch it.
What's up, outside world? Welcome to yet another episode of In the Land podcast. So we here and we finna bring a legend into this room. He literally just told us, me and Solar 5, about just a pinky full of some of his experiences and how like he really is that guy. Like this man really got Freddie, he really got Freddie Gibbs out here, like, you know, dissing him and shit. Like, that shit kind of crazy. And he walking around unbothered like a motherfucker. Like, this man is a legend. No, we finna have this conversation because, bro, like, he one of those where it's like, when I first met him, bro was like one of those real chill dudes. Like he be helping people that need something. You know what I'm saying? And he just keeps to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's not stingy with the sauce, you feel me? He's not stingy with the knowledge. He told me to go buy a book about the music industry, and I just bought that book this week on Barnes & Noble.
I got it the same day he told us.
Hey, you bought that online? Yeah, I was like, I need the in-person book. You know what I'm saying? Right. But yeah, he's a treasure to the Chicago music scene and industry, and I'm happy to say he look at me as a little brother already. You know what I'm saying? But I like to bring to the stage Mr. Jonnie Smallz. Hey.
Well, I guess I sit down here and look right here.
Where are we going, honestly?
I'm shy as shit.
Man, so how you doing, sir?
Blessed and highly favored, and so on you all.
Man, we appreciate you for coming out here. And
yeah, I gotta get out my shell more.
Yeah, man, like I guess I just really want to jump into it, right? And it's like,
why you still off with that?
But you know why though? You know why I started with that though? I'm so glad you asked that question. You ain't got to. But it's like, people be really thinking that like when like I would have never known that unless you told us even what you told us about the story. And I'm like, damn, I really did just download Gibbs' new project and was blasting that shit. Like, so I'm looking like, damn, like,
hey, on the record, he still make dope music.
No, facts.
Like he's a dope rapper.
But even more so, right? Like you've really had a hand in helping a lot of people when it comes to not only being an A&R, but being a mentor. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess my first question is, can you tell us some of the people that you have been building with, that people would say like, nah, Smallz, he elevated them to the next.
Niggas ain't gonna say shit, but like people I've helped, like, I mean, Vic Mensa, Vic Spencer, Joey Perp, Benny the Butcher, used to fuck with Westside Guns, Conway, couple of A&Rs like my boy Baby Shad. Damn, I'm drawing a blank now. You should never ask me this. But no, I mean,
I could throw a couple in there.
Norva
from Warner, right?
Who, pardon?
Norva, right? Or is it Nova? Is it Norva or Nova?
Don't make me lie to you right now. I'm not going on record saying nothing.
Norva from Warner, right? Yeah,
Norva, that's my dude. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's just always been coming in a state of being a help, not a hindrance. One of my first pillars is to be of service. So, you know, there it is. I just let the workshop, shit like, stuff like this be like, whatever, yeah. Nice things.
No, I can relate to that, and I understand that, and I feel like that's.
Oh yeah, well, okay, I mean, so I have helped my son, like King Thelonious.
Period.
I was honestly gonna get into that next. Honestly, on some like, you know, again, I've been a part of the Chicago music scene since I was like 17. I'm 33 now, and for me, when I first got into Thelonious Martin, I was like, yo, like I found out about him through, you know, SaveMoney, but I also found out more about him through Twitter. So like, I was seeing the conversations in real time when people were like, nah, like Thelonious Martin is the next J Dilla. And I remember like he never really bought into none of the conversations that he's been a part of as far as his resume as a producer and like who he's built with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a chance to be around even a little bit when he was putting together Wonder Kid. You know what I'm saying? The project that Hebrew Brantley, created the cover. You know what I mean? So it's like, again, not even knowing this is your son, like, when I found that out, that mind blown on some, like, I truly do listen to Thelonious Martin. And again, everything he's done, even just in 2024, like, he's been truly just, again, existing and really pioneering the next stage for, like, production in Chicago hip hop and just music. So, like, what has that been like, you just seeing his evolution? And again, like, he's been a part of Treated Crew, he's been a part of SaveMoney, he's been a part of a lot of these pillars that have come out of the last 15 years of the music scene. So, like, do you and him ever, like, review it like that at all, or?
Yeah, like, so, like, well, starting the story off, I didn't want him to produce. I didn't even want him in the business, like, on some petty shit, because I know what the business is.
Yeah.
And here we are at 24, going to 25, and, you know, roll credits. You know, this is where it is. And I'll honestly say this, like, if you're not grounded or founded in something, you know, I think the music or entertainment business can wash you away. And so that was my fear for my son, first and foremost. But, like, not even to, like, name drop, he had did a project with Vic Mensa, and they were, like, juniors in high school. And then, so, like, he did a couple of beat tapes, and QuestLove had heard him and was like, nah, your son can produce. He's kind of nice. And he said, if that's his passion, let him do it. And, because I think I was playing one when I was picking him up for an event we was doing here in Chicago. So I picked him up and I just was listening to it. He was like, damn, I heard that. That's so good. And he knew about my son, like, on some, because this is like blog era, like when shit was really popping. So, like, my son kind of took off during that era. His music kind of got out there, and then he did a project called Polo Sport Goods. That's like a classic with Rex. And then I was like, okay. So when he first came to Chicago, because he was living in Mount Clinton, New Jersey. So when he first came to Chicago, he started going to Columbia. When he first introduced me to, like, Chance, and I knew about Chance and him a little bit already, I had knew about Vic through other relations. My shout out to my man Pee Wee from Manifest in DC now. He used to be Sir and Matt up here in Chicago. But that's my little bro, love Pee Wee. He knew about my son and was promoting it more like, nah, Joe, your son cold, and him and Vic nice. So I was like, all right, and I still was just like, no, but so to keep it a buck, like, when I first walked in the room and seen All SaveMoney, I was on some Joe Jackson shit, like, sign all these motherfuckers.
That's funny as hell.
I mean, when you think about it, I see the vision, because, like, you gotta see it. Like, I remember the talks from certain people in Chicago. I ain't gonna say his name, but I might say it in this conversation. But, like, Vic was still in what's the name of that group? Kids These Days, and they wanted to sign them, but they didn't know how to market them. So, like, when that broke up, and then you start seeing Chance, and then they formed SaveMoney, I'm sitting back as an A&R like, oh, and my son produced? And I'm in the room with all of them, and I see, like, the vision in each one of them, and I'm sitting there like, so that's how I started my label this freshman year, like, here. Like, here's your Dawn distribution at Empire. Like, I'm not playing around. Which led to Wonder Kid. And, outstanding album. Happy to A&R for him. We had Mac Miller, Absol, rest in peace, Mac Miller, Currency, Joey Perp. Yeah, we just, you know, we documented everything, and flew to LA, flew to Malibu, went down to Malibu, chilled with Mac for a minute, you know, rest in peace, and we got it all on tape too.
And y'all had the legendary Hebrew Brantley do the artwork for the cover, and, like,
that's his brand forever.
And it's like, I think the next person, and I don't think Hebrew does that a lot. Like, I think the last person he may have did that for was Takeoff.
Yeah, I think it might have been Takeoff.
Yeah, Rest in Power, and that project was like crazy.
Like I ain't thinking about that. Like Hebrew ain't touched nobody.
Yeah, and I mean, like Hebrew was my art teacher when I was like a freshman. Like I was a badass kid, so like he was definitely telling me to sit my ass down and stop cussing and flirting with the girls and shit. But like he told me one thing on some like, be real to yourself. Like I can see you. You know what I'm saying? And again, I wasn't no like real bad kid, but he really saw something. So when I worked for him at Nevermore Park, some of the first things we brought up was Thelonious and, you know, the music scene, and, you know what I'm saying, that's when I even realized that he was really connected to West Side Gun, you know what I'm saying? So that brings me to my next question. What happened?
Nah, yeah, I just remember I did link them up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, like we talked about that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out Hebrew Brantley, but like, that brings me to another question around, again, everything that's been happening in 2024. You know what I'm saying? Like you got I Am God, who's been on the Joe Budden podcast or some like, people were trying to be like, nah, and Budden was like, bro, he got it. Like, what is you tweaking? You know, like in real time that was happening on the podcast. Like you've had, you know, Vic Spencer, you know, get into the Rolling Stones about his project uplifting Sean Price, you know what I'm saying? And so like people wouldn't know that you are managing a lot of these individuals, and you've been there since day one, but like even more so all 2024 you've been seeing, you know, Renaissance of the Culture, the Purple Box Anniversary Show, the GQ tribute show. So like for you, how do you feel, or what do you feel is going to be the next step for the New Chicago Wave going into 2025?
See, like I told you, I'm the opposite of GQ, so I'm the asshole.
We need that though.
For real though, you know, right?
We need more structure, so like everybody can't be a chief type shit. If you want, and that's the bad part about it. So like for my generation, we were learning it in real time, so it was hard for us to reach back and try to grab somebody at the same time. Like most of us probably had an assistant or some shit. They probably fucked it off, and you know it is what it is, but. For the simple fact, like, I was an executive in New York, and I'm not an executive here in Chicago, if that makes sense. Even though I am still on but I work for a label in New York and in LA. So, like, that shit sucks. Like, I worked for Capitol in LA, but it was under, you know, a certain part, no ID, with my boy Extreme, and, but, like, there's no structure here. So like one of the reasons I'm an asshole, like I be telling GQ, like I actually told y'all in the meeting, is because it's not an asshole thing, but it's just like if I do come out and I'm trying to scope some shit or I'm trying to get into some shit, I don't really have nobody else to talk to, anybody around, because most of my colleagues don't even live here. Like I was talking to Manop this morning, like he back in LA, so like, you know, and a couple others I'll name later probably or whatever, but it's not that many people here. Like I'm here because of my son. And yeah, that was it pretty much. Yeah. But I mean, I don't look at it like that. I just really just look at it as just work. Cause like to me, this is gonna sound wild, but you know, this was my most chill year because I kind of took it off until the last few months. But because I lost my mother this year, so I really just chilled this year. And then it took God, that's funny to say, but it took God like just really talking to me and shit, just like not on no music shit, just on some just regular life shit. And a couple of my other friends and shit, like my boy Jazz who managed Rock. Shout out to him, my boy Hustle Shot, Be Life, that's my heart, and a couple of others who not in the music business, but and Extreme, but cause I was like, fuck this shit. I was like, I'm straight up, I'm good. I had bought my mother's crib in Beverly, so I was good. I'm like, I'm good. But shout out to God this year and Vic, and them pushed me forward. And then like my son pushed me forward this shit too, because we had an incredible fourth quarter. So. Bars. Yeah.
Asha, you had a question?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
It'll come.
No, I got look. I'm a fan, so I'll be really like researching this shit. But yeah, getting back to the question as far as just like what you have next. And again, like you can tell us, you know, what you are able to tell us, but like what do you have next for the artists that you are managing? And can you tell us everyone that you're managing? I feel like that again, like, and it's just up to you. But I feel like that'd be cool. Like for me, I feel like that'd be dope as hell when I learned like managers be managing like artists I really like listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned like Lyrical, she managed like Tink and Dirk. You know what I'm saying? And Keith, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like black women manage these people type shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
But how often, like that's going back to my question, like how often is Lyrical here in Chicago?
Fair.
I mean, I can talk to her any fucking time. That's my sis.
Yeah.
But like if I like be on some shit like right now, I'd be like, hey, I'm at this. What you think? I'll come down there. You're not even here. It's like it'd be hard to network with my people here too. And the biggest problem is a lot of people haven't finished a lot of things that they're in their bio from A to Z and got to check for it. Like you may have worked on it, and no disrespect, it might have came out on some nice distribution or something, but like have you signed have you seen a major contract and shit like that? Have you negotiated shit like that? Have you worked in publishing? Like have you worked as a project manager for a label and stuff like that? Like
so can we get into that, because I feel like again, even with just my time meeting you, I feel like my brain got like outrageously like expanded as far as like knowing just how much more I need to know getting into the record business, and like knowing that it's about knowing the business. Like it can't be about the cool shit all the time as far as like making art and being true to self, which is important, but you got to know the ins and outs. And I feel like, what can you tell the audience even in this moment, like at least like 3 things that they should be working on when it comes to building on their brand, which is their music, but also building up their business. So like they're actually doing more than just hoping to get streams on an album or some shit.
Without being a consultation? No, just kidding.
Ooh, that's a good question. But we did give you, we did pay you for your advice.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, man. No, but like stuff like I told y'all before, like first of all, like the key word is brand. Like that's why I told y'all to pick up that book. Like what people don't realize, like what is a brand and what are you really selling? Like dope sells itself. So what is dope? Motherfucker, I'm trying to curse so much, but motherfuckers stand on the corner and sell weed, but the motherfucker around the corner got better weed. Where you think they going? You gotta think, I mean, not to really put it in the drug sense, but like what are you as a brand? Like for instance, my brand is Let the Work Show. To your point, I don't really say shit or really do shit or really fuck with people, because if you find out, you're gonna look behind me, my resume like, the fuck? Damn, he did that shit. Yeah, so that's my brand, like to really just let the work show. And if you look it up and you'll see it. I mean, I'm gonna start talking a little bit more to drive shit to it, but 3 things I think is actually know what your brand is, and try to put a spin on it so it's like none other from anybody else. That's 1. And 2 is the why. Like, don't take this the wrong way, consumers, but I say you gotta train your monkeys to jump through the hoop, meaning your fan base. So if you start off, giving them away things for free, how do you flip that switch to then be like, I need $50 for this project? Wait, what the fuck? I've been getting this shit for free all the time. So figuring that part out really and tapping in with your real fan base, like, to me, after you get over like, I mean, they call it X now, but I still say it's Twitter and Instagram. And I'm old, so whatever. But like, if you can get a fan base of 500 to 1,500 and start from there, and just really still like, because of I get argued with this one, my business partner, extreme, people's attention span, and trying to capture them in that moment. Because shout out to my boy Reggie. People, monetary things have turned into likes. Money has turned into likes now. So if you can get somebody to like it, then you can captivate them and bring them into buying it. But it's how you do about it from your brand. So those would be the 2. And what was the 3rd question?
I think that was it. Just like the top 3 things you would tell. Because again, I feel like again with Chicago, like you said earlier, it needs structure, right? And so there are not enough individuals that.
I mean, it's enough, but it's like not Like, could we form a building right now and fully staff it? I don't know. I mean, I might be out of tune, so I might be an asshole and probably get ridiculed for this, but I don't know. But from the people that I know that really get down, I mean, like, I think we have a lot of marketing people here in Chicago. Fuck yeah, but like
the full machine.
Yeah, full machine. Like, who could be a real fucking CFO and run this bitch?
So that brings me to my next question. What do you think it would take to create A&Rs and record labels in Chicago?
That's fucked up.
Because and the reason why I ask that is because if you know about Record Row and like Chess Records and all.
Yeah, we do have. Don't get me wrong.
Like we had them, but it's like
we still got something now. So I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. Like we still got record labels and stuff here now, and I'm pretty sure they got some nice people over there. But like for the way that the labels and everything is going now, like y'all brought up Crucial Conflict early. Like that might have been like, and don't get me wrong, we got Chance had a situation. We've had great artists that come out of Chicago, and like when it comes to a label, and we have great people working for them, the whole staff and everything. Never this and that. No, we got some great people working in here. But like, if people have ever been in the building and experienced it like I have, like I worked as a fucking executive, and that shit being in LA and New York, and even now in Atlanta, they have actual structure, like all the way down to the fucking mailroom type shit. So like, and they still got to go to the bigs. I mean, I just think in the future we probably will have it because your generation is so more gung ho, and y'all really do network than we didn't. We really didn't. I mean, we I think it's a running joke. We fuck with each other, but we didn't fuck with each other. Like, I mean, everybody in Chicago was cool, but we really wasn't cool like that. I mean, you just had pockets of people who like really did it real early, and they were still moving so fast. So it was like Michael fast, like when King James and Extreme got signed. That was like rap like Rashid and them, and so that shit was like still early. Like we didn't know what the fuck like. Not until later, like what an actual record label is and does, and like the budgets for that shit and all that. And then not until Monarch got Ye signed, which I was like, okay, so what I'm Magic Twilight Zone, did we see like the power of that shit and like Rock Nation? So
crazy. Okay. Thank you so much,
no problem.
Smallz. So we're gonna get into our segment. This, that, or a shot.
Oh man.
We're gonna make this quick because we know our batteries are kind of running low. But the rules to this game is you have to pick between either person that we name and why. And if you can't, then you take a shot.
all right.
And we got gin, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully it won't go down too rough. But
I don't really drink, so but go ahead.
All right. So. I'm trying to think of who I had on my
This is gonna be fucked
my
up.
brain.
That's
all right. Yeah, you know what? I'm finna just tap into this one, just to see. I know you listen to Chicago music as well, so.
Not really. Not go ahead.
Jujilla, Panamera Pete.
See, I heard y'all do this before, and then so like my answer is totally different. So I would be out of the shot category. Because I would do shit like this. I would choose them both, but I would break down. So like, Jilla if I want bars and I want a single. I look at shit as a fucking A&R.
Yeah.
So, but if I want to tell a story, panel all day. Can't fuck with me on that one. Sorry.
That's fine.
Like Panel did the hook on Vic new shit. That shit was cold as hell.
Okay. So while we on the subject, I Am God.
It don't matter. God, this is my artist. Like you wrote great.
You gotta let me get the second one out. Now that you said that. Or Big Spencer.
I already know. I knew it was coming.
You kind of did that one too.
You petty as hell, man.
That's so beyond petty. Like
super petty.
Like
You don't call argument.
Is it though? Because you can take a shot. That's the whole
I'm not
point of
taking
the
a shot.
game.
Because I can tell you how I can choose both and break it down in different like I did before.
Okay, let's say
I feel like this
I'm
is
with
cheating.
it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Cheating.
So
But he A&R though, so you know.
So-
You gotta pick one.
it's definitely cheating.
If you could only sign one, you
I'm
gotta
signing
pick
both, and here's
But you
why.
can only
can't.
sign one.
I've signed both.
You
But
couldn't.
okay, but
And say you couldn't.
I'm signing both.
Oh.
Okay, so here's why.
Okay.
GQ is the reason I even started fucking with Vic because I thought he was an asshole. Dead ass. Like I still find Vic $5 to this day. Wrap it up real quick. So, but Vic's catalog is amazing. So as a record, as an executive, I want this motherfucker's catalog because he sell out and it's vinyl too. But if I want to put somebody in a ring and he gonna tear everybody ass off, oh, give me God. I'm straight.
Hey, yo, Smallz, thank you truly so much. We gotta have you come back on because I really want to make sure people learn about the structure of the scene in the industry. Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. Thanks so
Yo,
much.
y'all, appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being a part of episode 6. We're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Yeah.
Right now, eyes get a little high from the fentanyl, bite down. Pray to the east, don't pray where you eat, gon' be what it be when it's lights out. Flag on the plate, no time outs. Niggas tryna catch it. Blessed from the most high. When OG had me dressed up in bow ties. Dreams once fate.